Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford F-150. The order banks are open up right now, and we're going to start working our way through the different different trim levels so you can see, what's standard, what's optional, how can I configure this truck to what I want and my desires or my needs. And this hopefully will help you out. So you can go to Ford's website to do this. We're going to go through so you can be clarify a little bit, because I noticed on the XL video, in fact, we just got done recording, there was a couple things missing from there that are available according to the order guide, which the order guide is usually pretty accurate of what can be ordered according to Ford. So we're going to go through, this is the STX trim level. This is a new trim level for last year. Before that, there was an XL with STX package. This year's its own trim level, and they've actually included some things. They've actually made it, last year, there's some things that were standard as part of the 200A. They made a 200B. This a little bit different. So if you're wanting some configurations, I think this will be interesting information since it's new for this year. So we're going to go through that, and so that way you can place that order from your good local dealership. If you're wanting to order from us, we do have a YouTube special we'll talk about at the end, and we'll also be talking about ordering tips if you're ordering from your local dealerships as well. And if you're ordering from us, keep us honest. So you'll find out that. Now, timestamp for those are at the end, towards the end, as well as timestamps for everything in this video. So you can move around in this. In fact, there's some things that we're going to talk about in here in a little bit that are pretty much the same as the XL when it comes to safety features. So you can always kick ahead using the timestamps to move around and use this video as a resource to you. So, all right. With that in mind, let's go ahead and dive in. And don't forget, make sure you subscribe, bell notification turned on, because we're going to continue doing these series of videos, and you don't want to miss any if you're interested in the F-150. So, okay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump over to Ford's website here. And of course, Ford.com. And you can go to vehicles here, trucks and vans. And we're going to be looking at the F-150 here on this. And you will see 2024 is right here. And you might ask, well, 25 you can order. Why are we still have a build and price? The inventory search and the build and price, they work together. So as long as there's inventory, you're going to see that. So you want to make sure, if you want to get to 25, this says 24, go along here, go to the 25, click on that. And now we see 25 information. So it is a separate page than the 24. You're going to see that right here. And then we're going to go to this build and price. And at that point, you want to make sure that says 25 up there. It does. And start our build. So in here, again, you can see a lot of trim levels. It's going to be a busy time here with the F-150. But we are talking about the STX, which starts at $42,815. And I always encourage people, if you're looking for a certain cab configuration, drivetrain, box, select those first. Like if you're wanting regular cab, it is only available in XL. You want super cab? Okay, it's available in 3 trim levels, right? And that kind of thing. So I encourage people to do that first. And you can see that price changes based on the different cab configurations. So, a super cab starts at $42,815, but if I want a Super Crew STX, it's $45,150. So I encourage you to do that as well as your box configuration. So just to kind of clarify things and let you know what is available, the STX trim level is available in the super cab, 2-wheel drive, and 4x4 in just the 5.5-foot box. You cannot get a super cab 8-foot box. Also, it's available in Super Crew, 2-wheel drive, and 4x4 and only 5.5-foot box. So if you'll see, I go 6.5-foot Super Crew, it's not listed. It says STX isn't listed, but if I go 5.5, it is. So you want to make sure you know that. Also, super cab, right? You can't get in, of course, you can't get in 5.5. But if I try to go 8-foot box, no combination. But if I go regular cab, again, XL. So again, knowing that configuration of what you can do and then getting there you go. So that's what's available there. All right, so let's jump into starting our build here. And we're going to go to the, we're going to talk about powertrains and our options here for motors and stuff first. So this 2.7-liter V6 EcoBoost engine is going to be the standard engine with auto start-stop technology, as it says there, which means you come up to stoplight, stop sign, it'll shut the vehicle off, let go of the brake, it'll turn it back on. Technology has been out for a while. There's also a way you can deactivate that for each engine cycle with just clicking a button on the dash. 2.7-liter V6 is the standard motor, but if you are wanting, you can go as an optional motor to the 5.0-liter V8 engine. So, yes, that's going to be optional for us. So standard will be the 2.7 for the STX, and then 5.0 is optional. We'll get into optional stuff in just a little bit, as well as, you get powertrains and everything. Come with electronic 10-speed automatic transmission as well. It'll also have the select shift automatic transmission, so you can shift it up and down with progressive range select. If your 4x4s will come with the electronic shift on the fly with the neutral toe capability as well. And then also your drive modes. It's going to come, your two-wheel drives will come with a normal, eco, sport, tow haul, slippery, and trail mode. Now, in the 4x4s, that trail mode will be replaced with a deep snow and sand, and you also get a mud rut mode. So those will be different between two-wheel drive and 4x4. Electric parking brake for you with an auto hold. So it'll actually hold the brake so you can take your foot off the brake if you're at that stoplight too long or whatever. Kind of goes along with the hill start assist, allows you to go from the brake to the gas and transition if you're on a hill, and it doesn't, so you don't drift back. We do have a fully boxed steel frame. We do have front independent suspension. And then we do have fail-safe cooling system that's included. And for your shocks, you're going to have gas shocks in the front and rear. You'll have a heavy-duty front, heavy-duty in the rear, but they're going to be outboard mounted. It means on the outside of the springs in the back. That helps with be able to go down those rough roads. The springs in the front will be coil. The ones in the rear will be leaf springs. And again, the shocks will be positioned on the outside of those. Front stabilizer bar, and your steering is going to be a rack and pinion steering as well. There you go. Now we're going to get into some of the safety features. And again, if you watch the XL video, it's all the same safety features on the STX, and now which would make a good time if you want to move ahead to the exterior features, if you want to do that. Safety features next. I don't really have a lot. I'll throw in some images when I can here on this. But for the airbags, you're going to have a driver and front passenger front airbag. Dual stage airbag deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. There are sensors under the seats that knows that. Driver and passenger seat mounted side impact airbag. That's going to deploy from the side of the seat. If you have that side collision that where somebody hits you in the A-B pillar, that kind of thing. Also, safety canopy side curtain airbags for the first and second row when you have, super cab or super crew. Deploy down from the roof line with a rollover sensor, so that'll help protect you from breaking glass and sheet metal coming in. They will have advanced track with roll stability control, including curve control. So if you go into that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick, that kind of thing, it'll help correct you. Use a series of brakes in the wheel that it needs to help keep you on your intended path. And then also we do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. That's going to give you pedestrian detection. So at certain speeds, it'll actually let you know if there's pedestrians coming across and alert you with the front collision warning that's gonna sound. It's beeping and everything, going off, and then in your productivity screen, it's gonna light up red as well, so you know that you need to stop. And it's gonna preload the brakes with a dynamic brake support. Preloads those brakes, so when you do finally hit the brake, you're gonna brake even faster. So it's gonna help with that. There is post-collision braking as well, so that's usually helps out if you have that collision and maybe you don't put it in park. That happens. You're rushed, didn't think about it. Maybe you're unconscious as well. And that's a possibility. And your foot comes off the brake. So post-collision braking is also very important. Now, also this year, we do have intersection assist as standard equipment on your XL base vehicle. So intersection assist, if you're coming across an intersection and there's someone coming, it's going to stop you and brake so you don't hit them. So that's pretty awesome as well. Now, a couple of new things that we're seeing for the XL trim we didn't see last year, and that is camera only evasive steering assist. Now, evasive steering assist usually means if you can't stop in time and you need to avoid them, then it'll help assist in your steering. I'm not sure what the difference between camera only and the actual evasive steering assist is. So we'll try to get more information on some of this because this is new for this year. It wasn't available last year. We also do have camera only automatic emergency braking oncoming. That's the wording. That's the phrasing. So that is, assume if there's someone coming at you, and just instead of you following somebody and you might hit them like the pre-collision assist does, this in here is if they're coming on to you. Now, camera only, I don't know what that means. So we're going to get more information, hopefully do some future videos about these. When you get to the higher trim levels, they take out the wording camera only on those two. So I need to get the difference and figure out what the difference is between those, and we'll get you updated on that and hopefully get a video out for you. SOS post-crash alert system also. If you're off the side of the road, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights, let people know you need come to their safety. We do also have lane keeping system. So that's going to get you lane keeping alert. the aid, the driver alert, and now road edge detection. So if you're on the side of the road, it's going to detect that and alert you. I've actually had this go off on my Expedition. So it's pretty cool technology. Now, the driver alert is going to alert you if you take your hands off the steering wheel too often and let you know maybe you need to pull off, have some coffee. And then lane keeping, alert, and aid. Those can be worked together or separately. So the alert's going to do is it'll let you go over the lines, but it'll vibrate the steering wheel when you've done that. The aid system will help try to keep you in your lanes. So again, it needs to be able to see those lines, but it's a pretty cool system, and you can activate either one or the other or both of those together if you want. Also, perimeter alarm. So when you lock that vehicle up, it's going to go ahead and secure the vehicle outside of vehicle. So if somebody tries to break the glass, get inside, it's going to set off their sensors inside as well as on your if they try to take your wheels and such. So it'll honk the horns, flash the lights, and everything like that. If there's somebody inside, it will not activate, by the way. So some people have asked that before. Also, security lock, passive anti-theft system. Only the coded key can start the vehicle. That's the easiest, simplest way to explain that. So it's going to lock that vehicle up. Now, also, last year we did see this. The Ford security package, you get 1 year of activation included. What this is going to do is if someone steals your vehicle, you're able to use a service that allow you to try to recover that. So they don't want you to go to it, but they're going to be able to see where that vehicle is located and at when that vehicle is turned off. And then you can contact them, and then they will help recover your vehicle. And so they will be able to go right to the vehicle and hopefully recover your vehicle. So you're not instructed to do it on your own. There you go. All right, so we're going to talk about the exterior features. Again, we're talking about the 200B equipment group. And so if you go down here, you'll see that 200B is now standard equipment. Last year it was 200A. So because of that, your price is a little bit cheaper than it was last year to start off with an STX. But there we go. Go back up here to paint so we can see. There we go. We're going to actually make this big. I didn't do this on the XL. I forgot to do this, but there you go. So that gives you a better look at the front of the vehicle. So the grille is going to be a black and dark gray coast-to-coast grille. So it's going to be dark gray here and then black here. So it really dresses it up. New Ford emblem from last year with the white and the blue there. You have LED reflector headlights with the black bezels, just like we did see in the XL there. Auto headlamps, which will come on automatic when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, when you have an auto setting, which is what it does when it first turns the vehicle on. You have daytime running lights, on, off. It's a cluster controllable there. We have rain lamp. That means when the wipers are turned on, they're wiper activated, the headlights will come on. Auto high beams as well, part of the Copilot 360 suite of features. Auto high beams are going to turn those high beams on if you have it activated. If you're in the city lights or someone approaches you, it'll shut them off. So you can activate and deactivate that yourself in the lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. Now the bumper is going to be body colored front bumper. I did choose Atlas blue here, switched it to that so you can see the front bumpers that are painted body color. And then also we do have the tow hooks. Now the front fascia, which is this right down here, will still be black right there. And then the 4x4s will have front tow hooks. So this image actually, even though I think we have two-wheel drive selected, is showing the tow hooks, but that is part of the 4x4s only. The wheels are an 18-inch gloss black wheel. So that is actually the same wheel that's on the XLT black appearance package. By the way, it looks like it'll be about the same wheel. So now they've gone to an 18-inch instead of a 20-inch standard equipment on this gloss black wheel. And then we do have the tires. The two-wheel drives will be a 265/60 R18 black sidewall all-season tire. The 4x4s will be a 275/65 R18 black sidewall all-terrain tire for you there. Tire pressure monitoring system for all four of those tires. Four-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. The mirrors are going to be similar to the XL. They're going to be a manual fold, power, and heated glass with a black mirror cap, so that doesn't change for the STX. Also, another thing that stays the same is the Bliss with cross-driver alert. Standard equipment on all vehicles, all the trim levels, I should say. Blind spot information system with cross-driver alert. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of the mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. If you're backing up, someone crosses your path behind you, parking lot, something like that, it's going to alert you. It's going to light up red on your dash. Series of tones you need to not back up and get in the way there. There you go. The vent, the fender vent, F-150. STX will be in lime accent again this year. So people didn't like that last year. I'll tell you, I'll get another package where that'll be upgraded, and you don't have to do that if you don't want. The door handles are going to be black door handles and tailgate handle. molded in black, just like the mirror caps and the fender vent. So you'll have that there. Easy fuel capless filler door, so no cap leaving behind, getting your hands dirty. Just open this door up. You can see that lime accent now. You can just open that door up, and then you just put the nozzle in, fill it up when you're done. No cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. The fuel tank is going to be a extended range 36-gallon fuel tank for all the Super Cab and Super Cruise. So that would include the STX trim level here. Rear privacy glass, so these back windows and back glass will be dark. You'll see it does have rear defrost back here too. You can kind of see the lines through there. So you have rear defrost as well in the back. Cargo lamp back here with the center high-mounted stoplight. That's your third brake light back there too. And let's see, back here, tail lights, I believe, are halogen. For these, they don't actually note that, but I believe they are. Body colored bumpers, you can see the sensors in there. You have rear view camera with reverse sensing on this, standard equipment on these. So you'll have both of those there. And then also reverse brake assist. So as you're backing up, if you get notifications that you need to stop, you're not paying attention, it'll brake the vehicle for you. So that's nice to have. That's standard equipment now. Your spare is under there. You do have a whole lock spot right there. It will have a little cap for you. No lock in there though. You just put that in to lower that down. The jack is going to be behind the back seat on the passenger side for you, which is good because you're on the side of the road. That's where it should be. We do have also a single rear exhaust tip. I believe it is on this side over here, right there. Single exhaust tip. Or a single exhaust, and there's no colored tip on that as or anything like that. So we do have power tailgate lock, so your doors will lock along with your tailgate. So tailgate will lock with the doors. Tailgate lift assist, so it's going to make it a little bit lighter, assisting it to get up, so it's not so heavy. You do have the tailgate can come out. You can remove that, so if you want. There you go. You will have standard equipment class 4 trailer tow hitch with the smart trailer connector. Allows you to make sure you do everything when you hook up a trailer. 4-pin and 7-pin wiring that goes along with that, and you get trailer sway control as well. Inside, 4 pickup box tie downs, so I think they're in the 4 corners of the vehicle, so you'll have that as well. And then you'll have a bed storage box as well in here in the back. So I think it's in this side over here, so you'll have that too for you. So all right, now let's move to the interior. There we go. One more. We'll get there. There we go. Bear with me. There we go. Interior, we do have an illuminated entry in here. So that means it'll light up when you unlock the vehicle. Fade to off interior lighting means once you get in, shut the doors, it'll fade that off. Carpeted flooring here with vinyl and XL. It's carpeted flooring with carpeted floor mats, it says. Scuff plates that are also molded in black on the front ones, just like an XL trim. The door trim here, you'll be a soft armrest. We also have the grab handle as well for that, and then front map pockets down there to be able to store some things in down there. Your air conditioning vents, they're going to be black with the chrome knob in there, so you're going to see that. That's once we get to that image there. It's going to go. Maybe it's thinking. Anyway, they're going to be chrome. You kind of see that right there, so you'll have that as well. Grab handles and the for the front and the A pillars. There's going to be one for the driver and passenger, as well as in the back for your Super Cruise. It doesn't say the Super Cruise have them, so Super Cruise will have them as well. And then for the front seats is a unique sport cloth 40 console 40. So this configuration is what's standard equipment. So you'll have that flow through console there with the media bin in the front, cup holders and everything right there. Two-way manual driver and passenger seat. So lever in the front for go forward and back. Also the armrest that can recline. Manual lumbar for the driver when you go to STX. And seat back map pockets. And I do actually put maps in mine. Off-road maps, but they are maps. And the rear will be cloth as well back there. And USB charging ports. Oh, now it goes when I don't need it to. There you go. On the back of the console, you'll have 2 USB ports back there. And then your both Super Cab and Super Cruise will get a 60-40 split flip up seat. So the seat cushion can flip up, giving you lots of room to store things in there. Now, if you have the Super Crew, this cushion here is going to be longer. So elongated one there. And your this lays down as well, so you can get to the jack back there, which is smart. Wish I did that on the Maverick. All right, moving to the front now. I did it faster. Power windows for you for the front and the rear. One touch up and down for the driver and front passenger windows. That means you just hard press it and you can let go, and it's going to roll it down. Coming up as well, because it has up and down one touch. Power door locks with the flip key here. So it does have the keyless entry, unlock and lock with the little transmitter. And so you can do that. Also, we do have auto lock. So once you get going a certain speed, it'll automatically lock it up. We do have a 12-inch productivity screen instrument cluster here. So that is a standard equipment now. We do have the steering wheel is a black urethane steering wheel, manual tilt and telescoping with a manual lock. So you just pull the lever underneath, it'll go up and down, forward and back for you. We do have cruise control on the steering wheel. I can't remember which side it's on. Also audio controls and everything, control the productivity screen, all on that steering wheel. Now for your climate is a manual single zone climate control here for you. And then we do have AM FM stereo, 6 speakers for you for all the Super Cab and the Super Crew. Sync 4 system with the enhanced voice recognition system, 12-inch touchscreen here for you. And it has wireless phone connection, so you can Android Auto, Apple CarPlay that's wireless, 911 assist as well, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands, so you can set it up instead of having to press a button on the on there. You can actually say okay forward or whatever. You do have to set that up. You can choose your code word there for that. And it'll do that. Your mirror is a day-night mirror, so just pull that lever underneath if your car's during nighttime driving for those cars with those bright lights. For the visors, the driver will have a visor up there that flips down. The passenger will have a visor with a mirror on the back side of it as well. And then we do have auxiliary input jack. I believe that's right there. It might be down in here. Also, we do have a USB charging ports. There's 2 of them. I think there's 2 here and then 2 data ones down in there as well. And then we do have the Ford Pass Connect. That allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download. You can get Ford 5G LTE Wi-Fi hotspots, up to 10 different devices. You have to pay for that subscription after 3 months. But also the Ford Pass app allows you to be able to connect to the vehicle using that app. You can unlock and lock it from anywhere. You can remote start it from anywhere, schedule remote start times, locate your vehicle, check the status, like your tire pressure, your fuel that's in the vehicle, and all that kind of stuff using the app. So pretty cool app. Download, and it's free. All right, now let's talk about colors here. And first, talking about interior colors, and it'll probably show us. Okay, just shows us the black interior. So that's the only color interior, only color you have for the interior is the black interior. So it's what you see is what you get here, as I like to say. And then up here, we do have different colors, depends on different trim levels and such. And I'm going to need to get my glasses for this because it's a small print here. So let's. We do have other packages we're going to talk about in a second, but let's talk about the STX in general. There we go for colors, because some of them do have different colors. So let's just click around on these. All right, because the red here, that is a rapid red tinted. It does say it requires us to go up to the 200A to get that. Does not note that in here on the order guide, but is saying that it does require that on here. So there you go. So that's some requirements there. It is $495 for that color. Okay, this other one I think also requires that. No, agate black is a free color. It doesn't cost anything extra, and that is available. We also have antimatter blue that's available. Or no, that's Atlas blue, sorry. Antimatter blue is not available on the STX, but was available on the XL. So Atlas blue. I think this here's a new color for this year. I think it might require us to go up. Nope, that's carbonized gray. That is no cost for that color. And then we do have iconic silver, no cost for that as well. Oxford white, again, no cost for that color. That looks good in Oxford white. All right, and then we also have this here. All right, this is the Marsh Gray, new color for this year. Does require us to add the 201A equipment group, though. So I think that'll look good with the FX4 package. That's what it's doing here on this one here. So Marsh Gray does require the 201A equipment group. So we're going to say no for now. And then we do have the last color here, which is space white metallic. And in here, this says that is not available with the 201A. So those are 2 colors that you get swapped out. So if you're, you can get this is available on the 200B and A, but not available 201A, but instead you get the Marsh Gray. So it kind of switches those colors out for you. Space white is also a new color for this year as well. So there you go. There's colors. Now let's get in. We're going to get into different packages now. And then we'll get into engines and powertrains and options in a second because, in my opinion, are standalone options. But we're going to talk about the different equipment groups next here. All right, now we're going to talk about the 200A equipment group is 1535. That was what was standard equipment last year. So all of the STXs came with standard 20-inch wheels. And this year now is they made this lower equipment group. So for people that didn't want the 20-inch but wanted like the STX look. And so this equipment group here is going to give you basically what was a standard last year, right? And so this here is your 20-inch gray, dark gray with the machine faced wheel here. So this is get you that 20-inch wheel. It is a little bit different look to it. I do like the look of it. You're going to have that wheel is going to be standard equipment. You're going to also, the two-wheel drives will get a 275/60 R20 all-season tire. It's a black sidewall. The 4x4s will be wait, those are both 275s. 275/60 R20 all-terrain tire. So basically the difference is all-terrain versus a all-season tire there. So there you go. And then also you're going to get LED fog lights with LED cornering lights. So let's actually choose this so you can kind of see what that looks like. And then, yes. There we go. LED fog lights now with this. So you get the LED fog lights. It says LED cornering lights, but I don't cornering lamp, and I don't see that had changed anything. So I don't know unless this is a cornering lamp, but there you go. And then we do also, as part of that, get the zone lighting too. So that's going to put some using the headlights and lights on the back and such to be able to light up around the vehicle. So that gets you the zone lighting as well. It does say 200A only, which that's what we're talking about here. So the fender vent's still staying the lime green, and you already had a rear defroster. So I'm not sure what they're talking about there. So there you go. Because last year it was 201A, and then you got all this. But yeah, so anyway, so there you go. That's our options for that for this year. So that's a 200A equipment group. So again, this allows for flexibility. If you want the 18s, then you have that option with the 200B this year. It's going to make it cheaper. And then if you want basically what I had last year, then it's 200A. Gets you 20-inch wheels and tires, fog lights, and your zone lighting. There you go. Now let's talk about the 201A equipment group. Now, if any of you remember 2 years ago, there was a Rattler package. That's basically what this is. This is that Rattler package. You just don't get the graphics this year or last year. So I talked about that last year. So $37.15 for this. This is your FX4. If you're also, hey, I want FX4 package. This is your FX4 package, Rattler, whatever you want to call it. That's what this is here. So we're going to actually select it so you can see the difference here. And again, this package, this is the one where you can get not available in the black with this, and removes the space white and goes to black. But this is the one where you get the marsh gray color here for you. So if you want that, so with this package here, so it is going to upgrade you a little bit here. So with this in this package here, you are not going to get the 20-inch wheel. So you're going to get you're going to get a different wheel. Actually, I think it's the standard wheel because it doesn't say there's an upgrade in the wheel. Or does it? No. Yeah, it does. Okay, so there's a different wheel design here. So you're going to be an 18-inch size, though, for you. So this in here is going to get you the 18-inch black painted aluminum wheels, a little different design. Gets you an LT 265/70 R18 all-terrain black sidewall tire. So a really nice, aggressive tire there you're going to get with this package here. So that's going to be a big upgrade for you. So you've seen that right there. Also, this is where we're going to get an electronic locker with this package. So on the 2.7 liters, you're going to get a 355. On the 5.0s, you're going to get a 331 electronic locking gear ratio with this. This in here, which is another thing that's cool, and it's down here somewhere, is going to get the dual exhaust with the black tips. I'm actually going to use my information here for this. So that I make sure I cover everything on this. You also get the LED fog lights with this. It is not showing it in here. The order guide is showing that this will get the LED fog lights with the LED cornering lamp. It is not showing it in this image. So, but you will get the LED. We will get those LED fog lights. Also, the front and rear bumpers are going to be argent bumpers, it says. Now, let's go ahead. We need to pick a different color here so we can kind of really see how this looks. So let's go with white so we know what we know we can do. And we could go with the marsh gray. There we go. There's the marsh gray. I don't know. It looks like shelter green, doesn't it? Anyway, so you can see those bumpers are going to be a different look to it. So again, it goes back to giving you black bumpers like the XL trim in a sense. So that's a different for you here. You will get running boards on this, though. You get 6-inch black running boards that you're going to come with this. STX badge in the fender vent. So that'll be, take away the lime. You won't have that lime accent. FX4 box and decal on the side over here. You also get the off-road tuned front shocks with it. Monotune rear shocks. So upgraded your suspension here with this. So that's what you're going to want. And then you do get skid plates for the fuel, transfer case, and front differential. And you're going to get the all-weather floor mat. So this is your FX4 package for the STX. It's in its own equipment group right here. So you'll want to make sure that you get that if you want that. So there you go. So that package, again, available this year, $3,700, $3,715, I think it was, if you want that package. There you go. All right, now we're going to talk about the STX Black Appearance Package. This package is available on the 200A, so not available with the 200B, but the 200A, which was standard last year, you have to go up to this package to get it. But this does give you a little bit different look. So 6-inch black running boards on this. So this is where you get your running boards. Also get the 20-inch gloss black wheels as well. So a little bit different design. Again, it'll look a lot like your wheel on that we talked about earlier. And then also does get you the black exterior badging. So this is where you get your black badging on it. And then the box side decal for the 4x4s will be gray as well. So this is where you kind of get that. You want to get rid of that lime green here, a little bit different wheel design. This is where we're going to get that to look. It's a more of a gloss black for you, but this is where you're going to get that on the 200A. So you can do that. I believe that package is going to be, is it showing us? Doesn't show us what that cost is. I guess you got to go, again, you got to go 200A, which is $1,535. And then once you go 200A, should show us now it's $1,585 for that package. So now you're, between that and there, you're like $3,000 or something. But there you go. There's an option to get rid of those lime accents on the side, give you the black decal on the side, and you get your running boards and a little bit different wheel. It's actually showing when you go to the 200A, you get a little bit different wheel design. So there you go. That's what that's going to look like. The tow haul package here is this is going to be standard on King Ranch Platinum. Also, it's included on Trimmer High 402A. Also available on the XL, STX Mid 200A, and the STX FX4 201A, XLT Trimmer 401A, and Lariat. So, and they're going to be different, a little bit different depends on what you have here. It says, so this tow haul package is going to give you the integrated trailer brake controller. So this is where you're going to get that controller that you can, brake that and can control the gain on the brake as you're braking, which is really nice to have. Also with this package, you're going to get the 355 electronic locking rear axle. That requires the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. And then you have the 373 electronic locking rear axle with the 5.0 liter engine. But then, of course, that is already standard on the Power Boost, depending on what engine you have there. Now, you can upgrade, as you can see with this in here, to the Max Trailer Tow electronic locking. So it's available equipment. Last year, to get the tow haul package, you did require you to add the Max Tow electronic lockers, just so you're aware that might happen this year. Now that's available on the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. And then you have the 373 Max Trailer Tow electronic locking axle. Not available with the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. So you have that availability. And then this package is not available with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. So I think I covered all that in here. Make sure it's all covered. So again, that is going to be optional on about every trim level. Again, standard on King Ranch and Platinum. Now let's talk about the mobile office package. Now this package is standard on King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptor. It is included on the XLT High 303A, Tremor High 402A, Lariat High 502A. It is available on the STX Mid 200A, STX FX4 201A, and also available on the XLT Standard 301A, XLT Mid 302, Trimmer 401A, Lariat Mid 501A. So it's going to be available with those. So there you go. On the STX vehicles, it will come with the console work surface. So you kind of seeing that because you do get the floor console. So it's going to flip that up and allow you to put your laptop on it and work it. Also, you get the 400-watt outlets as part of this. So they're going to be one behind the console inside, and then also in the one in the bed. So in the back of the bed. So you're going to get 400-watt outlet there to be able to plug different devices in and that kind of stuff, which comes in handy. Now on the XLT, on the standard 301A, which includes all the STX features, it says. Plus, you'll get bucket seats. So on this, you'll get bucket seats. You'll also get the lockable rear storage for the Super Crew models with this package. So again, requires that front bucket seats there for it because they no longer are, I think, putting it on the 40-20-40. Now on the XLT mid 302A, XLT high 303A, Tremor, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptors include XLT standard 301A features. Plus, you'll get the wireless charging pad. So you'll get the wireless charging pad with this package when it's included with all those others. So that's something else to note there. And then also mentioned down here as notes, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board replaces a 400-watt outlet on the Tremor, King Ranch, Platinum, 701A, Platinum, 702A, Raptor 801 and 802As. So instead of 400-watt outlet. And then also 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board will replace a 400-watt outlet as listed above when equipped with the Power Boost vehicles. So there you go. So 400-watt inverter standard beginning on XLT. So, and then, yeah, keep that in mind. You're going to have those already included. So, but that gives you a good idea, kind of that mobile office package, giving the console work surface and everything. So those are the options for that for the different trim levels. Now, what I want to do is talk about the gear ratios, and I'm actually going to probably include this segment in all the videos because it's pretty much it depends on what, not really necessarily what trim level you have, but it depends on what engine you have and what cab configuration you have and wheelbase you have. So I'm going to kind of break it down. I do actually have a whole chart here for this. So I'm going to kind of go through in this. Now, on most vehicles, it's going to be a standard non-limited slip axle. So let's kind of go through and start with the 2.7 liter engine first. And when you select these, you'll be able to see that once you select the engine. So I'm doing this on the XL video, but it kind of works on all of them. So 2.7, right? And it depends on what, if you're 2-wheel drive or 4x4. So on the 2.7 liter, if you're a 2-wheel drive or 4x4 with the 141 and 145 inch wheelbase, so that's going to be your regular cab, long bed, and your Super Crew short bed. I believe it's your Super Cab long bed. I don't. Anyway, that wheelbase there, that's going to be a standard non-limited slip 3.55 gear ratio. Now that's what's going to be standard. Now on the 4x4 with the 2.7 and the 145 inch wheelbase, it is also is if you have the FX4 package, you're going to get the electronic locking 355 as part of that. So we'll talk about that package when we get to the different optional packages and everything. You'll probably see that. Now, with the 5.0 liter V8 engine, the standard for the 145-inch wheelbase 2-wheel drives will be a non-limited slip 315. So if we select the 5.0, you'll see that change. See, now it's 315 non-limited slip axle there for that configuration. And then if you have a 5.0 with 145 inch or 157 inch wheelbase with a 4x4 is going to be a standard 331 limited slip. So if we flip over to 4x4 here, then it's probably going to go, it's going to change that. So we do want to change that and it'll flip. Now you see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if you make those changes, you'll see what that standard gear ratio is for all those configurations right there. And then of course, if you do have the FX4 will come with an electronic locking gear ratio in those situations. So you want to, we'll talk more about that when we get to FX4. Tow haul as well, we'll get electronic locking. So we'll talk more about that in those packages. Now let's go to the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. So if you have that engine, and then we'll kick to 2-wheel drive for that. Yes. All right. So you go to that configuration, you'll see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if it is going to be with the 141 inch wheelbase and 145 inch wheelbase, 3.5 V6 will come with that 331 non-limited slip rear axle. Also, it looks like the 4x4s in those two wheelbases, as well as the 157-inch wheelbase, will also be the 331 non-limited slip rear axle. So just kind of note that. And again, when you go to different packages, FX4, tow haul and such, it'll change to electronic locking in those situations. Now, the 3.5 hybrid, though, it's not listed in here. When you go to the hybrid motor, regardless, you're going to get a electronic locking 373, whether it be two-wheel drive or 4x4 on your hybrid engine. Just so much torque that the hybrid engine creates that it needs a 373 electronic locking. So that's what you're going to see on those. Now, of course, when we get into, we'll talk, when you probably went over on the trimmer and everything, trimmer is going to be electronic locking 373, as well as your Raptor will be a 4.1 electronic locking gear ratio for those. So you're going to be aware of that. And then, of course, if you're FX4 STX on those with the 2.7 liter, it's going to get electronic locking 355. And then a 5.0 will be with the FX4 STX package, will be a electronic locking 331. Or you can go with if you have the tow haul package, of course, you'll get the upgraded with a 373 on that one. So a lot of, again, there's a table. There's a lot of them, but as you select them, that's what's standard. And of course, there are options. You can go and like, I don't want that package, but I want to upgrade. Then you can upgrade. You can see the cost on those. So pick your motor, pick your drivetrain. That's what I suggest. And then see what it's going to be standard and then what it's going to cost for you to go up. And you'll see those optional you can get optional electronic locking on all these, and you'll see the cost on those. And then certain packages will also come with them, like the FX4 package and such will also automatically come with electronic locking as well, tow haul as well, because it needs that electronic locking gear ratio for those situations. All right, now we're going to talk about standalone options here. We're going to start with your powertrain options. 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine is standard equipment. The only other optional engine is a 5.0 liter V8 engine. Also gets the auto start-stop technology there. It's not showing us pricing on that, so I don't know. It almost acts like there's no upcharge. Oh, I know why. If we go down, I believe that engine is not available on the 200B equipment group. It does require either the 200 or 201A. So if I actually go down to equipment groups and choose the 200A, then it'll show you what that 5.0 liter V8 engine option will cost us. So again, I like to be able to show you guys that. It is $1,660 for that upgrade from the 2.7 to the 5.0, but it does require you to have 200A at least, which is another $1,500. So if you want to look at it that way. But there you go. So there's an option there. Now let's get down here to the rest of the standalone options for you. All right, so we do have different wheel options, and they're based on what trim level you have. So there's no optional. Let me double check. There's no optional wheel. It's just a different wheel depending on what equipment group you pick or what package you get. So there's 4 different options depending on those different packages right there. All right, now the pickup box retractable cover, that is $2,200. Gives you an idea what that looks like there. That is probably a Retrax brand there. That is it is a Ford accessory item, so they will put it on at the factory for you, and that is available on any of your different equipment groups there for you. Now, not available with aluminum pickup box, crossbed, tailbox, or toolbox, sorry, and not available with a plastic drop-in liner on any of these bed covers, just so you know that. So the 3 different options there. Now, it has some other requirements, but doesn't mention that in the order guide. Doesn't mention, because this year, they actually haven't updated this from last year. Bed divider is not included, not available this year from the factory, nor or the bed extender. So now it's saying that this isn't available, but according to the order guide, it is. And then, of course, 8-foot box, which you can't get in the STX anyway. So there you go. Stowable ramps, they're not available in the order guide this year either. So, and then you have the hard folding one. It's $1,200. You can see what that looks like. Same things there. You can't get it with the plastic drop-in bed liner. You can't get it with the crossbed toolboxes. And then the aluminum crossbed toolboxes, while we're talking about that. Oh, wait, here's the other one. Soft folding. Can I see what that looks like? So it Velcros, I believe, on the side. Soft folding as well. And then aluminum crossbed toolboxes. There's a matte black, $1,000, or the bright one. I think we got a picture of this one. Kind of see what that looks like. Again, that's not available with the tonneau pickup box covers or the plastic drop-in liner. And again, that's a dealer installed option. So it would be shipped to the dealership and they would install it and put it in your vehicle for you once your vehicle gets there. And hopefully the part gets there before your vehicle does. The tough bed spray and liner, it's $5.95 for that. I don't think they have an image of that. A lot of people know what that looks like. So you can get that spray and liner. That is a Ford Accessories. Actually, I'm sorry. Go back. I think I mentioned those aluminum truss bed were dealer installed options. They are not. They're done at the factory. Toolboxes, bed covers, spray and liners, drop-in liners. Those are all done at the factory. Sorry, I just noticed my notes here. I don't want to get that wrong. So on here, spray and bed liner, no other requirements, available on all trim levels or all equipment groups, I should say. You have the illuminated Ford logo badge. I don't think they show an image of that. $530 for that. And that's pretty cool. That is a dealer installed option. I know that for a fact. And that is available on any different equipment groups and doesn't have any other restrictions there. The retractable rear center step. So that's going to go back here and allow you to get inside the bed. And it says rear center step, but it's not actually right in the middle. I think it's actually towards the back. Does it show an image? No. Ford, you need to have images of these. Anyway, you have the rear step. I think we had one vehicle that came in with that. And that rear step is, I believe, a factory option. That is a Ford accessory, so it'll be put on at the factory. And again, no, the only thing it says in here is not available with the STX Black Appearance Package on the 200A. So, but on that 200A does require a Super Crew. On the FX4, it can be done on a Super Cab or a Super Crew. It says, it looks like, according to this. So there you go, and then not available with that package. We do have the paint protective film that is Ford accessory, so it'll be put on at the factory, and no requirements there. $400 if you want that. That is a protective film they put like on the hood, fenders, and that kind of stuff to help protect it from rock chips and such. We do have the bed liner plastic drop-in right there. So that is also that's available on any different equipment groups. Not available with the tonneau pickup box covers, or it doesn't mention it in here, but it wouldn't be available either, I believe, on the aluminum pickup box or the toolboxes. And it says in here, not available with the mobile office package, which I think is weird. I'm not sure. Probably because of the outlet in the back, I would assume. That's probably why. Pivot storage box by undercover, right-hand side. So it kind of gives you an idea what that looks like. It pivots out towards you and then it locks into place. So that's a really cool little thing. And that is a dealer installed option. So the dealership would put it in the vehicle. Available in any of your equipment groups, but not available with the pickup, the tonneau cover box covers, the hard or the retractable. Looks like it's available with the soft folding though. And then it says in the bed extender as well, which I didn't think the bed extender was available, but there you go. And yeah, so I didn't think it was available with the drop-in plastic liner, but anyway, the bed mat removable, $200. That is a dealer installed option as well, as it mentions there. It says that bed mat, I'm going to go with my notes, that is not available with the drop-in liner, not available with the pickup box hard or retractable bed covers. Available in any of your equipment groups as well. So keep that in mind too. There you go. And then we have the engine block heater. It's $190 for that. Doesn't show an image of that, but that's going to put that plug in your grill or lower part of the grill, maybe your front fascia in there. But that's available. It does say in here that the front license plate bracket is required on the 5.0 liter when you order this. Now, in states that require front license plate bracket, it's standard equipment. The dealership will install it. If you're from a state like Kansas, it doesn't. Then it's optional equipment, and they'll still install it for free. But you'll want to make sure you order it that way. For the front license plate bracket. So there you go. And then also the tailgate dampening. So it's $190 for that. So that's going to make that tailgate go down. I think I put some little struts on that. So there you go. It's a dealer installed option on that. And so the dealership would install it. Let me take a look here and make sure. Where's that at? I had a hard time finding it earlier. There it is. That is available on any of your different equipment groups, and there's no other restrictions or anything with that. Chrome exhaust tips, that is a $190. It's a dealer installed option. They'll put the chrome exhaust tip on there, which I think that's unusual. Of course, it is kind of cool to put that on there. but you do have that option for you. And I think there's no requirements there. I think it's available on any of your equipment groups. And yeah, anyway, there you go. That's available. I can't find it in here. Okay, the reason I couldn't find it is that is not available. See, it says available on XL. That is not available on the STX. So just so you know that. There you go. So I'm not sure why it's on there. So typo. It shouldn't be on there. The window air deflector on the side. So it is $160 for that. So that is also, I believe that is a dealer installed option. The dealer should put it on the vehicle when it comes in, available in any of your equipment groups. All right. And then moving down, we have the front and rear molded splash guards without the wheel lip molding is $150. I don't have an image of that. That's a dealer installed option and available for you. So that doesn't have any restrictions. It's available on any of your different equipment groups as well. We do have the tailgate decal on the back. That fills in the F-150 on the back. No image of it, but if you click on it, you can see it. We did that on the XL. So that is also available. So that's pretty cool. Right there. So yeah, it gives you the lettering on the back, and I believe that is a dealer installed option. They would put it in on your vehicle and available with any of your equipment groups as well. Bed cargo net horizontal, so it's $85. I don't think they have an image of that. Nope, they don't. Okay, that is a dealer installed option. Basically, they're just going to give it to you because you'll put it in when you want to. And that kind of that just goes in there, available in any of your equipment groups. We do have a wheel lock kit exposed, $85. They'll replace one of your lug nuts with a locking one, and they should put it on your vehicle. Make sure they do that. Some dealerships, they'll just put it in your vehicle and let you put it on when you want to. Have them install it because it's free of charge. And then available in any of your equipment groups. Spare tire lock. So as we mentioned earlier, there's no lock on the back for the spare tire. If you want people not to be able to get in there, you can use a spare tire lock. It's $80, and that's available. That is a dealer installed option. The dealership will just change that plug out for you with the locking one, available with any of your equipment groups. Bed tailgate lock. So if you like to leave your tailgate down, you know the tailgate can come out and be taken off. So this will lock it in so people can't do that. So that's also a dealer installed option. I believe, let's see, where's that? That should be a dealer installed option as well. Yeah, right there. So available with any of your equipment groups as well with no restrictions. And then the mirrors, it says trailer tow manual. Yeah. So manual fold, manually telescoping mirror, power glass with heat, also includes turn signal, high intensity LED security approach lamp, LED spotlights, and black mirror caps. Does require the tow haul package though. So it is $395 for that mirror. And again, requires the tow haul package. Not available on the 200B. You have to go 201A or 200A or 201A to get that. So there you go. Moving down to interior options, we do have in-vehicle safe by Console Vault, $430 for that. There you go. Kind of see what that looks like. Goes in the console, and that is available. That is also a dealer installed option. Available in any of your equipment groups. We do have the integrated trailer brake controller. It's $275. Remember, that's included in the tow haul package, but also I believe that is a factory option. Integrated trailer brake controller that is available with a 2.7 liter engine on the 200B and on the 200 and 201As as well. Don't forget on the 201, 200, 201A, you can get the tow haul package if you want, and that's going to be included in it. The roadside assistance kit, the commercial one, is $240. I don't know if it's there you go. Just show that. That is available. That is a dealer installed option. So the dealership, it would come in and they put it in there. I'd get that through Ford Accessories, available in any of your equipment groups. There you go. And then we have the floor liners, tray style, including carpeted mats. You get it with the mats. It's $200. So there you go. Kind of gives you an idea what that looks like. And that is going to be a Ford accessory item, but will be put in your vehicle. Well, wait a minute. No, that's going to come from the factory, not from Ford Accessories, but that's available on either the 200B or 200A. It's included in the 201A. So don't forget about that. So, and then moving down, we have the ash cup with the lighter. Again, I cover it all right here, folks. We have that along with the coin holder. So if you want those get those through Ford Accessories. I wouldn't put it on your order and and have the possibility of slowing it down. First aid kit with the Ford logo. You can see what that looks like. That is also a Ford dealer installed option that'll come to the dealership. Again, get these things through Ford Accessories. These are fun things and everything, but I'd get them through Ford Accessories and not take a chance to hold it up. Some options that are not listed, that are listed on the order guide that not on the website here. One of them is the bed hooks, the retractable by Bowl accessories that are black, not available with the Super Crew 5.5 foot bed, but available with your super cabs on any of your trim levels or equipment groups. That is the only thing it looks like it's missing here from the order. So they did a pretty good job there with that. So not always is it right, but there you go. So that's all of our optional equipment here. So there's all of our standard equipment, different equipment groups and packages, and even standalone options. Hopefully this video did cover everything. And again, use those timestamps to move around, get the information you want. Order banks are open up right now for the 25 model year. So go into your local dealership. I'm going to give you some ordering tips. If you're interested in ordering with us, we do have a YouTube special. A timestamp is a separate timestamp for that down below. So check that out. But for those ordering with their local dealerships, and even ordering with us, keep those dealerships honest. Make sure when you place that order, a couple different tips for you that I of course, I cover these in all the videos. So if you've watched this, you've seen this part, and you can go ahead and leave the video at this point. But some ordering tips is when you order the vehicle, they'll give you an order sheet that shows you the MSRP pricing, and they'll ask you to sign that's how you want it, and then they'll place that order. Make sure they do submit the order, not just save it. I've seen that happen. But also, they're going to have them fill out a buyer's order. They should have you fill that out. And on that buyer's order, that's the time for you to say, okay, that has MSRP price. Is that what I'm paying? Is there anything else? I want everything on this sheet before I sign it that's going to be the way it is when it comes in. So what's that price going to be? If they tell you that, well, the price could change if there's any kind of Ford price increases, well, that's wrong. There's what they call price protection. So Ford will honor the price it was when you ordered the vehicle. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, Ford will reimburse the dealership back the difference on that invoice. In fact, now they've even had adjusted invoices that are coming out with those vehicles when they show up. So they will reimburse you back. So make sure they honor that price of what it is then. Is it going to be MSRP? Are you going to discount it any? What other dealer fees are on there? I want that all in writing. What else do you require on all vehicles? Some dealerships are starting to do some aftermarket add-ons that they say are required on every vehicle. Get that all in writing so there's no surprises when that vehicle comes in. If you're going to wait a month or 2 or 3 months, you don't want to have any surprises when that comes in. So make sure they know about that. Also, your incentives. So when you order the vehicle, you can get the incentives that were when you ordered. Or if they're better when it comes in, you get to pick one or the other. So the dealership would go into Smart Vincent and they would pick either the protect date or the sale date. So you do get the benefit of being able to see what the incentives are when you ordered or when it came in. Now, if they change and go away in between, you don't get that. Whatever it is when it comes in or whatever it was when you ordered are the 2 different incentives that you get to pick from as well. Now, let's talk about our YouTube special. If you want to order from us, we are doing a YouTube special. Make sure you mention that you saw this on YouTube. We are doing any ordered vehicle. We're doing invoice pricing on the STX trim level. So if you want to order from us, invoice pricing, and we have a $495 dealer fee. We add nothing else. We do have a great aftermarket department. If you want to add spray and liner, tent, some other things, you're free to do that, but nothing is going to be required at McArthur on that other than that dealer fee. So that's all we have on that. So if you are wanting to finance with us, then you're also going to get discounted $1,000 for financing the vehicle with us. That $1,000 can be used towards lowering to help you with costs to come pick the vehicle up. That's the purpose behind it. Fly in and that kind of thing. So we're not going to do it in exchange of receipts. We're just going to give you $1,000 off if you finance, and then that can help you in savings for shipping as well. If you want to have it shipped to you. So that is something we can do for you as well. So that's our YouTube special. So the best way to order from us if you want to make it nice and easy is go to our website, McArthur.com, and on there you can go to our build and price for our 25 F-150. Build it out, and when you fill out the form, once you go to submit it, you put your name and information, email, phone number in there, and in the comments put in there that I want the YouTube special, and then make sure you get that special, and then it'll be real easy because then we'll have your build, how you want it built. And then it makes it very easy for us to order the vehicle for you. We just need to have your address and driver's license at that point, and we're good to go. Makes it very simple and easy for you. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you keep along with us. Make sure you subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. Until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you on that next video.